Hey, what's up? What's going on? It's your girl, Mary Jane. Please like, comment, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It'll be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart, my peace, my peoples. So let's talk about Empire. Empire season 4 episode 4, Bleeding War. Oh goodness, we start off with Cookie sitting at the table with Lucius Lyon and telling him about her prison story, her prison scars, and how she had to survive in prison, how there was different teams in the prison where she had to survive. And we also get a flashback to see Free and AJ. Yeah, Free and AJ. I used to watch that show, for real, for real. And so it was just like, whoa, all the things that she went through trying to see, Lucius on BET and getting into an altercation with the big mama, big pound cake, big football player, big, big, big. That's all I can say. And, trying to help her put makeup on to see Lucius come. He's all like, oh my God, I can't believe this is you. I can't believe this happened to you. And he's so concerned, but yet he doesn't come back to the prison system to see her again. And, Lucius was like, oh my God, I didn't come back to see you. He was like, oh my God, I can't believe I didn't know these things. And she was like, and Cookie was just taken back by it because she doesn't know this Lucius, And she's just like, you never cared about my prison stories. You never cared about what happened to me in prison. So it's so ironic that you care now. So Lucius is making all these promises that, hey, I want to be with you. Hey, I want to make things better. I want to change things around. I want to support you. He was like, oh my God, I was terrible. Yes, she was terrible. You only visit her once. And then you brought Jamal to visit, his mom, Cookie, in prison. And you didn't even go back there in the visiting section to see Cookie. How low down and dirty is that? That is so wrong. And I don't even understand why Cookie still has love for you, how she wants to be with you. Every memory, everything that she, flashed back into is a horrible, horrible scene. She barely have any wonderful, good memories of you, Lucius. It's just like, she's tied down to the misery. She's tied down to the pain. And that's what Lucius did try to point out to Cookie when they were doing the interviews for the Alpha, record for the 2020 for Empire. That, damn, Cookie, you're heartless. And she was like, I'm just like you, baby. So anyways, we learned that we learned that Cookie had a horrible time, and she said she endured many more scars than the scars that she endured on her hand and her face. And Lucius not even coming back to see her. He only seen her one time. And then when she get out of prison, look how Lucius treated her. He was getting married to Anika, trying to rid her out the business. And Cookie still sits next to Lucius, still try to be next to him and help him and things like that. But I understand she doesn't want the empire to crumble, because this is something that she had a helping hand in building, and wrote songs and things like that. But it seems like this is a time important when you take everything and you transfer it into your name. You get Lucius out of, Empire. Just, take everything. Make sure your kids are cool. Even though your kids be doing some foul stuff. I don't know about Hakeem and Jamal. They act like they don't have no lion blood in them, that they don't know that their mother and their fathers are G's. They just get taken advantage of over and over. And all the things that they seen and went through since this show been on TV, you would think they would pick up some type of sense, some type of street smart, some type of something. Only person that got some sense about them is Andre, even though he keeps trying to assassinate Lucius. But it is what it is with that situation. But if Andre didn't have the bipolar situation, and if he didn't lose his wife and stuff like that, he would be more of Cookie and Lucius in one. And sometimes he can be that way, but he messes up because he's really don't know the streets, because he went to school. He's a schoolboy. So it's like, oh my goodness. And so, Lucius was like, you know what? I want to be on your side. I want to help you. I want to go to Empire with you today. I can't change what happened in the past, but I can change the future. And, Cookie's like, how can you feel sorry for something you can't even remember? How can you change something that you don't even remember? He was like, well, you know what? I'm going to start now. I'm going to start doing right by you. And Cookie's just shocked because this is a new Lucius or whatever. But he's ready to run when he gets that chance. So, Lucius, he goes to the studio, to Empire with Cookie. Everybody's there. They give him a warm welcoming. They're clapping. Everything's all good. It's like, oh my goodness. So he gets there. I don't know why they bring him to Empire, but they did bring him to Empire and all that other good stuff. And so, Lucius is meeting everybody. He hugs, Becky, and Cookie quickly reminds Lucius who Becky is. And she, was his assistant for many years, and now she's in charge of A&R. So, she hugs him, and he's like, I don't even know who this is. Portia's hugging him and was like, oh my God, you look like a hippie. I thought that was funny. And so then Andre is talking to Jamal, and then somebody comes up with, and so then Portia, she brings some roses or some flowers, a plant to, Andre, and Andre's looking at it like, what? And and she's like, who are they from? What does it say? And Andre was like, mind your business, none your business, mind it, Portia. And so then Jamal jumps in, was like, I'll meet you tomorrow. What was that about? So he takes the card off and he's like hiding it, and nobody knows that this is, the anniversary of his wife, dying and losing his son, and his family don't even notice. Like he's on a back burner again when he does all the wonderful things to try to keep the family business going, even though he is part of the reason why Lucius has amnesia, because he was trying to take out his father. But we know why he was trying to take out his father, because Lucius be always playing games in Andre's mind, and Andre's either on medication or he's not. Right now, I don't know if Andre's back on his medication because he is drinking a lot. So we'll see what happens with that situation. And, we see that, Claudia, the nurse, she's back. She arrives in the house. It's like, oh my God, I can't believe she's back. And so she goes to Empire with them as well. It's just like, oh, get out of here, nurse. And so now we get to Warren. We get to Warren and Angelo, and they're actually chilling with Miss Dubois, Miss Diane or whatever. They're chilling with her, and then so they're letting her know the plan. So Warren is letting her know that Lucius has amnesia. He kind of lost his mind. He ain't there. He treats his nurse like she's his family, and Lucius treats his family like they are strangers. And Mrs. Dubois, she's like, oh, that sounds good. Wow. And so then that's when Angelo jumps in, because he's kind of jealous because Warren is taking care of some of the dirty work and helping his mom out to get back at the Lions. And so Angelo's like, how do you really know that Lucius is not pretending? He was like, I know, blah blah blah, because when I sleep with a lion, I get the dirt, I get the information. And so Angelo says some smart remark to his cousin Warren, and the Miss Diane is like, you know what, Angelo, very smart of you. I'm glad you remember and you quoted something, but you need to get down to business and get your hands dirty. So it's almost like, Mrs. Diane, she's just like Cookie, and she's just like Lucius Lyon, where she uses her kids and her family members to do her dirty work and do her business and go out to destroy and hurt. So she's no different than the Lions. Only thing is, she's educated and she's in high class society. So they're just alike. And it's crazy, because if if Lucius had his memory, he would have Thirsty, and Thirsty would have a different people following the kids, because Lucius knew what each and every one of his kids was doing, where they was at, what was going on. He would have known about Anika, any shady dealings Anika was going to do, because he always has spies and eyes on his family, because he knew his family was kind of his enemies, then he had enemies out in the street. So, but Cookie's kind of missing that part of Lucius, where she has spies, she has everybody watched to make sure that they're not being taken advantage of. And that's what Lucius did. He makes sure his family was not being taken advantage of. If they was getting into any deals and stuff like that, he would find out, because Thirsty would be on the money, because Thirsty had people knowing what was good. So it's like crazy. So now we know Miss Diane knows information about Lucius. She's going to put that information in the newspaper, and she said it's not over. Wait till you get the final copy of this edition. So I guess this is going to be a saga that continues in the paper and the media blitz, which is going to destroy Cookie's plan to actually have the 2020 premiere, and to actually have all these albums come out, have the Alpha album and all this other stuff, which is going to cause investors to run, which is going to cause more people in the inside of Empire to start to want to fight and go to war to take over Empire, and get all the board members thinking about moving Cookie and Lucius Lyon from the board, because Lucius doesn't have his mind. So Lucius better hurry up and get his mind right if he's going to do that or not, because the eggs and the roosters are coming to hatch for the Lions, and they are not prepared. Jamal's not prepared. Hakeem is not prepared, and Andre's not prepared because he's basically on his medicine, not on his medicine, and right now he's in the time of mourning and feeling like he's nobody in the family. And plus, he does have Shine waiting to take over. And Shine, what is Shine gonna do when he finds out that he's not going to be chosen to be the alpha male of the album? He's not of Empire when they do their big release of the 2020 albums. So it's going to get crazy, and a lot of people are going to be turning on the Empire, on the Lions, because they smell and seek weakness. It's just like a shark. When he smells blood in the water, he can sniff it out. They can smell it, and they gonna come. And so Cookie is doing the auditions, and basically Cookie is saying that she don't care what you have, what status you want, including Jamal, that she wants it to be like a doom, to be like a battle of who is going to be the alpha album, who's going to be the star of the release of the 2020 albums from Empire. And she wants everybody to come brand new and bring some heat, because if you don't bring the heat, you got to get out the kitchen. And also, Hakeem performs for his father, Lucius, the nurse, and Becky, and everything, and Andre, and they don't like the song. But Lucius was like, I don't really like the song, but I like his passion, I like his heat, I like his style, I like how he gave it his all. But they ain't feeling it. So Cookie is going in, and she's telling all the artists they better bring it or go home. And so as they're on the board judging the music or the artists that come up to perform on stage in front of them, Cookie is being Lucius. She's saying, oh, this is garbage. This is not good. Get off my stage. I don't want to hear that. Come back with something else. She did not want Tori to perform at all, because she's not going to have a Caucasian woman headlining her 2020 Ego album. Is just not going to do. It's just a no-go. And Lucius was like, that's so wrong, Cookie. Why are you acting like that? Why are you being like that? She was like, well, the silver. She goes, I know. She was like, I know you want to be down there with all this other stuff, but this is not happen. She was like, you want to take a history lesson or that history book, you need to go somewhere with that. And Tori's like, what you mean? Lucius is like, what are you talking about, Cookie? You're being so mean. You've been so derogatory. You've been so mean to everybody that's been performing. Like, I can't believe this. Lucius, this is how you run a company. This is how you do it. I'm being you. And that is totally turning Lucius off. And it's turning him also kind of against Cookie, because he doesn't want that type of lifestyle anymore. He's seeing a better lifestyle with Nurse Claudia. Oh my goodness. And it's just crazy. Like, so everybody performs. They're not liking any of the artists. And one artist that was good, Lucius also picking up a scent. He can pick up people's pain. He can pick up their hurt. He can pick up when they're going through something. So it's almost like Lucius is becoming psychic. Like, he can read body language now. He can read people. He can know. But he probably already could do that, but didn't care back in the day. So one artist comes up there and he goes, oh, what's going on with you? It seems like everything's wrong. It seems like, you're going through some things. And he's like, yeah, I am. I just, my brother just got lit up or whatever. So, so Lucius was like, you know what? Go home, take care of your family, come back, and Empire will support you. Cookie's upset, Portia's upset. And Cookie was like, if you're going to do all that, you don't need to be here. Take him home. Blah, blah, blah. And so then what was funny was one dude come up there, he was rapping, and some other dude came up right behind him and punched him in the face and was like, you stole my beat. Cookie was like, oh, you a beat stealer? Get out of here. Get off my stage. I was like, oh, no. And so, it's a total no-go with the situation. So Lucius, he goes to see Andre. He talks to Andre, and he was like, Andre, look at these flowers you got. These flowers seems deaf. These are dark. These are bad flowers. Who gave you these flowers? If I was you, Andre, I would get rid of these flowers, throw them in the trash immediately. And he also senses there's something wrong with Andre, and he's asking Andre how he feel, what's going on. He can sense the pain that Andre is going through, and Andre is shocked because his father never cared how he feel, what he was going through at all, period, point blank. So he's like, I'm kind of liking my new father in a way, even though he's part of this destruction of Empire. That's where it's at now. So Lucius goes home, and it's just like crazy. And so then, Jamal, he's at home or whatever, and he's working with Tori to do a song, and they're talking together, and they're going to do a duet together and all this other stuff. But then he ends up hooking up with Warren later, and they end up doing a duet together. And actually, they're going to perform in front of Cookie and, Portia and Becky the next day or whatever. So Warren is getting his feet in the door. I don't know what is he going to do with this information, with him being, because he ends up being chosen for the Ego, to be the Ego album that's going to be released from Empire, the #1 album. Then the rest follows, and Warren's going to be there with Jamal, and Cookie's like, oh, first they didn't want him there, whatever. Becky was like, he's just a lawyer, he can't really sing. She was like, yes, he can blow. So they liked the performance, and they found their Ego album. Not the Ego album, the Alpha album. And it's going to be Warren, and it's going to be Jamal. And now I don't know how Warren is going to, is he going to have Jamal fail? Is he not going to show up? Is he going, and now he's going to be getting more information. So he's going to be able to, this is a big portion of how he can make Empire look bad, with also giving all the information to his mother, his auntie Diane, Miss Dubois, and whatever, and it seems like Hakeem hasn't been filling in Miss Dubois on information, and she's going to check him pretty soon. And so it's like, whoa, like, damn, nobody do no research to find out what's going on with Warren, because he's so close, he's in the inner circle. And then why would Jamal just tell him the family secret when they know they need to keep the secret of, Lucius Lyon having, amnesia, suffering from memory loss right now? And it's like, didn't he learn from all his past relationships and how people came in and played him? But no, Jamal's in love. And so it seems like Warren might be in love too as well, because when he reads the newspaper about Lucius either faking or having amnesia, and Mrs. Dubois saying it's going to be many more stories delivered, because this newspaper owed me a favor, the Metro something owes me a favor. And he has that look like he don't really want to do it now, like he's actually feeling Jamal. So is he going to have a change of heart, or he's going to go in and dig Jamal's heart out? We will see. OMG, we will see. And so then Cookie goes home. She talks to the nurse, and she tells the nurse Claudia that, oh my God, I should have listened to you. You was right, Blase in the third. I should have followed what you said or whatever. And she was like, you know what? I read the book that you gave me, and one thing in the book that stood out to me was the crossroads. And you know what? I think I know where Lucius Crossroads is at. And so the nurse was like, oh no, you can't go there with Lucius yet. It's too soon, blah blah blah. And so she was like, so what do you think his special crossroad place is at? And she goes, it's the Lion, where he was homeless and everything, and he slept under there, and that's how he became Lucius Lyon, because that's how he got the name. So you would think Cookie would be secretive with that information, even though she thinks the nurse is doing a good job. But why would she trust anybody when it comes to Lucius? Lucius is the bread and butter, his name behind everything, even though he's not well, keeps the money coming in. And plus, her loans that she just got the $10 million that she borrowed. So you think Cookie will be more inclined to be aware of who is around her and do research on people, and not tell her, but just bring Lucius there to that spot, or just try to get Lucius to sign over everything to her, and try to have the board members vote for her to be in charge of Empire. But we know, we have seen that done before, and it never did work. So we'll see what happens with that information. So you have, you have Anika, she's going shopping or whatever. Her and Hakeem are arguing over, the party and things like that, what they want for baby Bella's party. And so it's not going too well. So, Anika, they're arguing over it. So then Lucius come into the office, and then also Andre comes into the office. And so then Lucius talks to Anika, and he tells Anika, hey, listen, hey, how you doing? Whatever, because Cookie warns, Lucius, hey, that's Anika, I'm Bella's mother, and it's going to be Bella's birthday tomorrow, Blase the third. So Lucius heeds to that message. He picks up on it, and he says hello to Anika. Anika said, oh, you want to say hello to me and all this other stuff? She was like, well, he was like, how you doing? She was like, well, I'm kind of doing all right since I'm not in jail no more. And he was like, oh, what you mean you was in jail too? And you was in prison too? And then Cookie was like, no, she was just in jail. You can't compare jail to prison. And so this is another shot to Lucius, where he's just like, this family is totally crazy, and I am a terrible human being. I put her in jail. She was like, yeah, you put me in jail, and I haven't seen my daughter and all this other stuff. He was like, I'm truly sorry for everything that I did to you. And she was like, oh, I bet you are sorry. You really sorry? Is that a real apology? Are you really saying sorry to me? Because with this sham marriage, me losing my custody of my daughter and all this other stuff that you did. He goes, I'm sorry. And then Andre gets upset. He comes and he tries to attack Anika, and Lucius is holding him back. Jamal is running, trying to protect Anika too as well. And Lucius is actually able to calm down Andre for him to relax and take a walk, take a deep breath, and it actually helps him. So Anika is like, okay, I got to do something. Shit ain't going right. Because Anika was shopping, and guess who showed up in Anika's face? It was none other than Angelo, because Angelo wants to prove to his mother he can be low down and dirty too as well. So he says to Anika, hey, listen, the lions, once they bite, they're going to come back and bite again. And they don't finish until they destroy. So here's my card. So when you're ready to make some moves, hit me up, because I know you haven't been messing with my mother. And she goes, because your mother left me in prison for 5 months. In jail for 5 months. And he was like, and Angela was like, I know Cookie got you all, whatever, but they will come back again. They will do something to hurt you. So here's my card. So all the situation that happened with Andre and, Lucius in the office, she's heathen to, Angelo's message, and she gives Angelo a call, and she is going to make a deal with the devil. She's going to mess with she's going to leave one devil to mess with a new devil. And so, because she thinks that she's doing the right thing to protect her child, but they didn't come to get her out of jail. So hopefully Thirsty can get back on business and put Anika back behind bars before she tried to get custody of baby Bella, because she's a killer. Look what she did to Rhonda and Rhonda's child, and she did to Andre. Andre's suffering. People don't understand. He's suffering more than any of them. But they ain't feeling Andre. Andre gets annoyed, because you remember when Cookie and Lucius was when Cookie went to, the prison to visit her, and she asks, Lucius how her son doing, how her children are doing. And so Lucius goes, that boy Andre, he's messed up. There's something wrong with him. So there's always been something wrong with Andre. Basically, that's what, Lucius is saying about the situation. So Anika is going to double cross them. But she's going to do what she got to do, because she's scared for her life. And so then Andre was like, I thought one of you guys sent me the flowers. And he was like, I should have known better that you guys wouldn't send me flowers. And so Cookie apologized. Cookie is missing a lot of things. I don't know why she don't have, Thirsty working with her, and she doesn't have people around her to follow her kids and make sure they're protected like Lucius did. He knew everything Cookie was trying to do, who she was cooking it up with, who she was making out with, whatever was going on. Lucius knew. Or he was about to find out. And so Anika has no other choice but to go see Angelo. And Angelo is doing his thing because he wants to prove to his mother that he's worthy of something. So it's crazy. So now they get ready to have the birthday party. Andre Jamal, they're performing. It's a Prince thing. And they did have a lady there was sitting. I think she was part of the Mary Jane girls. I'm not sure. But I know she was close to Prince. I believe the lady that had the long wig on and the glasses, the little round glasses or whatever. And she was sitting on the other side of Anika. So they was performing. They was giving accolades and tribute to Prince, and R.I.P. Prince, R.I.P. Purple Love, R.I.P. Prince, the man. I love you, Prince. So, anyways, moving on from that, you know, Andre goes outside and he sees the detective lady. He believes that she sent the flower, and she goes, I'm professional, but I know today would be a tough time for you, so that's why I'm here. That's why I'm spending, whatever. So then he was about to kiss her. Somebody shows up, so he's leaving to go do the dang with her. So it seems like she did send the flowers, because on the note it says the next tomorrow we'll meet or whatever. So I'm believing it's actually her that sent the flowers to Jamal, to Andre. So it seems like she's too invested in Andre. So I don't know if she works with the Dubois family, or she works with Diane, or she actually works with Juliana, because they don't know what Juliana is at. Juliana still disappeared. So we'll see what happens with that situation. And Lucius does not come to his daughter's party because he doesn't want to be involved with his family anymore. And he's having these trembles, these bad visions and things that happen going on with him. And so then everybody's getting ready to open up the presents for baby Bella, and Cookie is looking for Anika. Anika's nowhere to be found. She comes back and she has Angelo with her or whatever. And so Cookie looks at her, so, oh, I see you like my sloppy seconds. I see you like that. And so, Angela quickly, clear that room up. No. And he was like, no. And Anika was like, listen, I invited him here for a special reason, my friends, my family, my compadres. He was like, no, I am actually her attorney. I'm representing her. And these papers are for Jamal. These papers are for Hakeem, because Anika is going to be suing for full custody of baby Bella. I don't know if she has a chance because she just got out of jail, but Thirsty rigged the records. So I don't know if he can unrig the records for her to get out. But now she got Angelo on the scene and Miss Diane that's going to be rooting for her to get baby Bella. And then on top of that, Miss Diane took baby Bella for a couple of months, had her disappeared, run into the system. So she has a lot of connections. And right now, Lucius' mind ain't right, and he don't even know who connections he have, who he's connected with, basically. So it's a damn shame. So we'll see what happens with that situation. And they just shocked. Their mouths are wide open. But let me tell you, Portia looked good in that red and that wig. And also that Cookie, she looked good in her little Prince wig. OMG. And Anika, she looked like a little princess. Baby Bella looked beautiful. What is his name? Jamal. Oh my God, they put the worst wig on Jamal and the worst outfit. Prince didn't look nothing like that, not even close. Cookie looked more like Prince than freaking, Jamal. So anyways, but I do love to see Hakeem dance, even though I don't like all the music, but I like to see Hakeem dance. I like his energy. I was feeling the same thing. Lucius was saying his energy is on point. And so, damn. Andre's gone. He's getting himself into another trap, and who knows what type of trap is being set up. And Thirsty's nowhere to find out what traps are being set for the lions. And so Anika pulled her card, and she's playing her chess move to get baby Bella. And Hakeem ain't saying nothing because he can't really argue, because Angelo knows that he was down with her mother, even and Hakeem didn't tell his family that he's been in bed with the Dubois family, basically. So it's crazy how I can't wait to see it all spill out. And so the nurse Claudia takes, Lucius Lion to his crossroads spot, to the lion spot. And she says, you ready for a change? You want to leave this all behind? You want to be different? You want to know this? You want to know that? Are you ready for it? You want to choose a different path? And I don't know if that means that Lucius and her are going to run away, or he's going to disown his family and the company and the business, or is he going to sell the business, or he's going to go on a hiatus and disappear with Nurse Claudia. So anyways, please like, comment, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart, my peeps, my peoples. Thanks. I got nothing but love for you, baby. I'm out. Peace, one love to all my peeps and my peoples that stuck by me and support me. I do appreciate it. Thanks, and have a great night.